So England were able to thwart the Bangladeshi threat, beating the Tigers by 8 wickets to go top of Group 1, whereas Namibia recorded their first victory of the Super 12 stage over Scotland, beating them by 4 wickets, and I'll be talking about both of those games on this volume of Crikazi Diaries.
Have a look at that, Miles up, oh, it's nearly taken someone out in the stands. That was a flat six right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went like a rocket. Well, wicket 24.
Let's start with England versus Bangladesh. Bangladesh won the toss, elected to bat, and it was quite a pedestrian performance with the bat to say the least. Mushfiqur Rahim top scored with 29 of 30 deliveries. और उनके अलावा तो बस जो कैप्टन है महमूदुल्लाह रियाद, he scored 19 of 24, और वो तो नसूम अहमद का क्विक फायर 19 of 9 बांग्लादेश को कहीं थोड़े बहुत स्कोर पे ले गया. वो घसीट के बांग्लादेश को 124 for the loss of 9 wickets पे ले गए in 20 overs, but that was never going to be enough. After bowling the West Indies out for 55 in their previous game, England's bowling unit was once again spectacular in this one. Owen Morgan, of course, did trust Moeen Ali with the new ball once again, and he delivered once again. He took 2 wickets for 18 runs in his 3 overs. और even though आज आदिल रशीद पिट गए थोड़ा, इंग्लैंड की bowling depth नजर आई as part-time leg spin bowler Liam Livingstone. He bowled 3 overs, took 2 wickets for only 15 runs. But what I've been really impressed with is England's seamers. क्रिस वोक्स जो हैं, of course, टेस्ट क्रिकेट में उनका बहुत नाम है, but even in T20 cricket he's starting to become a superstar क्योंकि उन्होंने सिर्फ 12 रन दिए अपने 4 overs में and also took a wicket. But the pick of England's bowlers was the express pacer Tymal Mills. He took 3 wickets for 27 runs in his 4 overs और काफी complete performance देखी with the ball England की, and that total by Bangladesh, it was never going to be enough against a top quality white ball team. As far as the chase is concerned, England made quick work of Bangladesh's target. 14.1 overs में ही chase कर लिया, and it was Jason Roy who top scored with 61 of 38 deliveries in a man of the match performance. और Jason Roy वैसे तो बहुत destructive batsman हैं England के लिए in white ball cricket. He's been very successful, but slow and low wickets जो हैं इस तरह की, उस पे उनका इतना ज़्यादा success rate नहीं था. But then he told the viewers in his post-match interview that he worked a lot on left arm off-spin bowling. Liam Dawson के साथ वो बहुत ज़्यादा practice करते रहे in the nets, and that's exactly why he was so successful versus Shakib Al Hasan in this game. And Shakib, of course, he's been brilliant in this tournament, so credit to Jason Roy for working on his game and upskilling really. और England को इसका बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा होगा क्योंकि जब Jason Roy फॉर्म में होते हैं, वो इस तरह के बैट्समैन हैं who can just take the game away from the opposition और वो अकेले ही जिता सकते हैं. So in conclusion, it was quite a poor performance by Bangladesh. They do join West Indies at the bottom of Group 1. Both of those teams are now winless. The only two teams which are winless in Group 1 and have played 2 games as well, so things aren't looking too good for them. But England on the other hand, they're top of Group 1, and apart from Pakistan, I'd say England ही वो एक मुझे ऐसी टीम नजर आ रही है जो sure shot मुझे लग रहा है सेमीफाइनल्स तक पहुंचेगी. And of course they are the current 50 over world champions, तो इनको lightly बिल्कुल भी नहीं लेना चाहिए. ठीक है, they're alien conditions, but they really have a top quality side, and I think they could even go into the final. अब आ जाते हैं Battle of the Associate Nations पे. In Group 2, Scotland faced Namibia. Namibia won the toss and elected to field, और Scotland को आते सारी back foot पे कर दिया उनने. जो left arm उनके पेसर हैं Ruben Trumpelman, he actually took 3 wickets in the very first over. तो वहीं से स्कॉटलैंड जो थी वो गेम से बाहर तकरीबन हो गई थी, and Trumpelman ended up with 3 for 17 in his 4 overs in a man of the match performance. Trumpelman was of course supported really well by his fellow left arm seamers जिनके अंदर आते हैं JJ Smith. He took 1 wicket, gave away only 20 runs in his 4 overs, and then Jan Freiling, who's already been so impressive in this T20 World Cup. I'd say he's been Namibia's standout bowler in this T20 World Cup. पहले भी उन्हें पिछली गेम से परफॉर्म कर दिया है, और इस वाली के अंदर भी he only gave away 10 runs in his 4 overs and also took 2 wickets. So his performances continue. He's really impressing at the biggest stage. And then of course David Wiesa. You just can't keep David Wiesa away from the spotlight. Once again he took a wicket in his 4 overs, gave away only 22 runs, and he's really been that star man for Namibia in this T20 World Cup. और इन सारे bowlers ने combine कर they were able to restrict Scotland to 109 for 8 in their 20 overs. ये तो यहाँ तक भी नहीं पहुंचने थे 109 तक, because Scotland were 5 for 57, but then it was Michael Leask who scored a fighting 44 of 27 deliveries, and then of course Chris Greaves, he grinded out 25 of 32, once again Spain performed when the pressure was high and the team was in trouble. तो कुछ ना कुछ कर ये 109 तक ले गए स्कॉटलैंड को, वरना तो मेरे ख्याल से वो भी नहीं होने थे. Now, chasing this total was never going to be a difficult task for Namibia. There simply weren't enough runs on the board. मगर स्कॉटलैंड ने बहुत ज़्यादा fight दी. They fought tooth and nail and took the game into the last over और 6 wickets भी निकाल दी नमीबिया की. After scoring runs with the bat, Chris Greaves and Michael Leask performed with the ball as well. Greaves took 1 for 22 in his 4 overs and Leask only bowled 2 overs, मगर उन्होंने उसके अंदर भी 2 विकेटें ले ली for 12 runs. और ये दोनों प्लेयर्स जो जितना कुछ कर सकते थे ना स्कॉटलैंड को जिताने के लिए, उन्होंने किया, but obviously it wasn't going to be enough because that score was just too low. और जो पेसर्स हैं बाकी, they also bowled decently. Mark Watt, Safyan Sharif and Brad Wheel, they all took a wicket each, but I think Scotland were about 10 to 15 runs short. और अगर इनके 10 से 15 रन और होते तो they could very well have won this game, क्योंकि आखिरी ओवर में जाकर जीती है Namibia with only 5 balls to spare. Before I end this video, I just want to celebrate Namibian cricket for a bit. Look, it's very difficult for associate nations to come this far and make it to the big league. और इन्हें बहुत अच्छी cricket खेली है. They've been fantastic in the T20 World Cup. Qualifying stage में they beat Netherlands and Ireland. और Ireland तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि test playing nation है. So that's a magnanimous feat. और अब आकर they've also beaten Scotland in the Super 12s. So really, I think they've been the best associate nation on display. It's been a really feel-good story, heartwarming. इनकी खुशी में मैं भी बहुत ज़्यादा शामिल हूँ. I'm really happy for them and I'm glad they got to make some memories on the big stage, क्योंकि आगे तो obviously इनका मुश्किल ही होगा जाना given all the other big nations in Group 2. So really I hope that they take the positives out of this World Cup और आगे आकर और surprise करें टीमों को. You never know, they might upset a team and really I hope that this tournament breeds their next generation of cricketers, उनको inspiration मिले और नमीबिया की जो cricket है in general वो prosper करे. That's a wrap for volume 65, folks. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon in order to be notified about all of my latest videos. Let me know who you think will make it to the semi-finals from both Group 1 and Group 2 in the comment section below. I'll catch you after tomorrow's games. That's all for now, guys. Kazi off the mic.
Have a look at that. Smiles up. Oh, it's nearly taken someone out of the stands. That was a flat 6 right under the stand there, the George Giffen stand, up into the members, and it went